angel investment and venture investment funding opportunity for early age entrepreneurs. Girdhar International Business School was established in year 2015. GIBS is affiliated to Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University, Delhi, and is approved by All India Council for Technical Education, Ministry of HRD and Government of India for technical courses and Bar Council of India for law courses. This institution is accredited as Category A by National Assessment and Accreditation Council and assesses as Category A+ by STFI Regulatory Committee, a field committee of Government of NCT of Delhi, and rated highest grading A by Joint Inspection Committee of Government of NCT of Delhi and GGSIP University. This institute has been graded A by Academic Audit Cell of GGSIP University consequently for past 5 years. GIBS has also been rated number 2 by Times Peace School Survey 2021. The institute conducts postgraduate courses for MBA first and second shift, MBA International Business, and undergraduate courses for BBAs first and second shift, BBA LLB, BA LLB. A GIBS thrust is on entrepreneurship skills in students so that they can face the challenges in their competitive professional life with value-based approach. Apart from providing quality education, emphasis is on developing leadership qualities, risk-taking abilities, and decision-making skills right from the beginning of their professional education. Going by this agenda, the institute conducts IIC sessions on regular basis. This IIC session on angel investment and venture investment funding opportunity for early age entrepreneurs is sequel to the aforementioned objectives. Objectives of the session are to encourage students for startups and to brief students about the term, namely angel investor and venture capital. Also to provide knowledge to future entrepreneurs about the sources and procedures of initial and subsequent funding for their startups. In order to fulfill these objectives, we have our eminent speaker with us, Mr. Vishal Khanna. Mr. Vishal Khanna is Deputy Director at Center of Innovation, Technology, Commercialization, Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry. He has played an instrumental role in executing several programs being managed by FICCI in association of central and state governments and corporates. These programs are aimed to accelerate Indian startup ecosystem. He is also a member of FICCI National Advisory Committee of Startups. At present, he is working on 3 key national level projects, including the PMRF program, a central government initiative for supporting industry-based research. He has demonstrated history for working in the leading non-profit and profit industries, skilled in executing leading government programs, corporate business development, market research, and key account management. His corporate experience includes working with MRF, Tata, Reliance, and SIFY. Please give a round of applause to sir. We welcome you, sir. I would request Dr. Yogesh Kaushik, sir, to present sampling to the sir. Now, without wasting any time, I request Mr. Vishal Khanna to enlighten our students with their great experience and knowledge.
Good afternoon to you all. How many of you watch Shark Tank? Watch Shark Tank? How many? Please raise hands. Did you? Okay. What was the objective of Shark Tank? Investment for? New startups. Okay. Actually, today's session has been planned very meticulously by your teachers. First of all, you should always convey gratitude to 3 key important people in this world. First, your parents. Second, God, of course, and third, your teachers. Parents, of course, you are here because of your parents. With their kind blessing, you are sitting here. God, because God has created such a beautiful, everything ecosystem. And third, your teacher, like Dr. Jatil Nama, Dr. Vikas sir, who have been putting a great efforts to make sure that you are successful. Because your success is their success. So please give a big round of applause to your teachers. And your fellow parents. Right? So today's session, actually I think it's visible. The slide is visible. Can you read what is written there? Can you read? Is it visible? You can sit. Please come. Not visible. Please come. It's visible. What is written there? Can you read? My humble request to you, if it is not visible, you are going to miss a very, very important session which will actually help you in your future also. So without any shame, if it is not visible, please come forward. I can sit here, there, but attend this 60 minutes of lecture, maybe 55 minutes, very, very carefully. It is going to be a life-changing session, might be a life-changing session for you, right? So after your graduation, some of you may go to job, some of you may go to MBA, post-graduation and all. Is it visible? Okay. So my actually session is based on 3 things. Suppose you have an idea, you have a lot of ideas and you have an idea, you don't know how to proceed. So in the first part of my presentation, I will be talking about, if you have some idea on a piece of paper, how to make it a big startup. You all are Aman Gupta, you all are Ramita Thapar. Only thing you have to execute. So I will be discussing, if you have some idea, like you can think of some remote which can actually act as a wireless phone also, right? It's an idea, but how to execute? So how you execute your idea to a product and then product to the market. Second, what are the funding scheme available from government, from VC, from angel investors, and how to go about it. And third and the most important part, 12 things that you should always keep in mind if you are raising an investment. These 12 points are often asked in the Shark Tanks also. And last slide will be based on the 5 mistakes, common mistakes, and you people start using and you will get the revenue. That's it. But main difficulty when you have a product startup, right? A product startup, a mop machine which can actually clean all kind of surfaces. An idea. Always write an idea on a piece of paper. Google what are the companies available in those. What are the companies presented in currently operating in those products? Then you have to develop a prototype. Problem is that you don't have money. What should you do? So government has a scheme called Prayas, which gives 10 lakh rupees to you. Please, whatever I am telling you, just note it down. Today, Google Prayas scheme for startup. 10 lakh rupees you get on your idea, and this is non-refundable. Government is not going to ask you money. Prayas scheme give you 10 lakh rupees. So when you have developed a plan, you go to the government. You say, sir, they have some eligibility condition, and 99% of you are eligible. You have to tell them, sir, this is my product. This thing this benefit I will be giving to the user, and they will give you Prayas. And similar scheme, there are many schemes in DST, Department of Science and Technology. There is a website called NSE TDB. Just Google it. So when you get the funding, in case there might be possibility that you do not comply with the eligibility condition, don't worry. If the cost is not very high, you can try your funds from family, 50,000, 1 lakh rupees. But I urge that you should always think of Prayas scheme. Right? Then you develop a product, a small product, a prototype. Prototype is a replica of the main product. You test it, give it to your relative, to your friend. If they try, they like it, Google it, who all are the competitor of that product. Second step, most important. Are there competitor of that product? If yes, please try to find. If there is some uniqueness in your product, some uniqueness, always go for validation and certification. I'll tell you. So, first step, idea on a piece of paper, think, take 7 days, go to government Prayas. 90% of the people will get Prayas scheme because there is no hard and fast rule. If not, try your own funds, then test it. There might be problem in the product, right? Marketing people can understand, finance also. Prototype testing, validation, government self-funding, PC funding. Then, if your product is liked by the user, then again you go to the government. Central government has 194 incubator in our country. People don't know that. What are the incubators? Incubator is a physical space given by central government to you, state government to you. You can go as an official MD. You can use that space. They will give you 1 table, 2 chairs, or plug and play facility, and you can call your clients there. Incubator is an office space for 18 months given to students like you. Only thing we need to utilize that, right? Can anyone guess why I have put a line in this? Any guess? Wrong guess is also welcome, right guess is also. Please, why I put a line on this? Anything. I will be explaining more, but why put a line? I put a line if you are able to go through these 3 steps, 99% you will be a great startup. In India, 85% of people fail in startup because they give up at this level. Because they do not have patience. Startup need patience. So people in India are very creative. Only thing that they need to, we are here, your teachers are here, all are here. Only thing you need to explore. You need to put a lot of efforts. Stop using Instagram Reels. Concentrate on Niti Aayog website. The respected females in this class, there is a woman entrepreneurship platform for you, which gives you 15 lakh rupees. People don't know that. So all the respected females, the class, please communicate this. That you should visit Niti Aayog website. Go to woman entrepreneurship platform. Then you will get what kind of schemes are available for women. So once all things done, then you start business development, Series A funding. The Shark Tanks are based on Series A and Series B funding. Because Shark Tank only accept those applications who have crossed these. Right? Then Series B funding. So Shark Tank is purely based on Series A and Series B funding. But before reaching to Shark Tank, you have to cross these 3 hurdles, and these are not difficult. I am telling you, it seems to be difficult, not at all difficult. Only thing you have to urge, you have to think, and you are all are in BBA, sir, Lama sir, all are in BBA. You still have time, wonderful time to think. Try to, behave like you have an MD. Think that you have an MD in 2026. I will be MD of a company of 1,000 crores. Yes, if you start thinking, you will be. Right? So, Series B funding, Series C funding, why we are focusing on these? The reason, from an idea till a successful startup, this is a complete journey. You are not alone. Your blessings of your parents, your teachers are there, government schemes are there, incubator accelerator are there, venture capitalists, angel investors are there. Only thing you need to explore, run. And if you put these 5 years, 4-5 years, you will be a great startup. Only thing, have some patience. Because it needs lot of time and efforts. And I will share my number, my email ID. You can communicate to me also if you case you stuck somewhere. Right? So this is how a startup, from an idea to a great startup, the complete journey in terms of funding. Right? Idea, prototype testing, validation, accelerating the innovation. You're not having an office, go to government office, they will give you space for 18 months. 18 months is good enough. You can go, treat like MD, call all your client to that office space, and then start for Series A funding, Series B funding, and Series A funding. And in India, we have 115 unicorns. They were like you only. right? So Indian startup ecosystem is divided into three main key players. First is central government, right? Second is state government. Third are investors. Every state, anyone from Rajasthan here? Rajasthan? Anyone from? Okay. Anyone else? Okay. Do you know Rajasthan has an Inspire program? Rajasthan state government has an Inspire program exclusively for startups. They give you 5 lakh rupees. Wonderful program. Apply in that. Anyone from Uttar Pradesh? IIT Kanpur has a fantastic program for startup. Idea to prototype. Anyone from Madhya Pradesh? Bhopal, Indore, Gwalior. The MP government has recently launched startup schemes. And these, it doesn't mean that only MP people can apply, Delhi people can also apply. I'm not saying that the state should also apply. They are also urging other state startups to apply in those. Please go through the startup policy of every state in your free time. You will get to know so much money you can avail from state government. Central government, if you want to avail, so Niti Aayog, you should always visit. Startup India, visit. Please copy paste on your desk table wherever you study the Niti Aayog website. The 4th tab of Niti Aayog, if you click on that, you will get 57 schemes for startups, sector specific. If you ever think of agriculture, agriculture scheme, healthcare, healthcare scheme, IT scheme, fintech scheme, circular economy scheme, all schemes are there. And also the ministers, the central government ministries, the ministry also has a scheme. Second thing, state government. Both state and central government have incubators, you only have to utilize that. And third, the private investors. Right? There is a bilateral agreement between Indo-German, Indo-French, Indo-US. The top 20 startups of India are taken to US for acceleration without any cost taken from you. People don't know that. Please apply to these programs. They want people like you. Right? So central government, state government investors. Right? Nidhi Prayas I already told. So this is a specific scheme. Why I am highlighting that? Because you all have some idea. You need to develop an idea to prototype. So Nidhi Prayas is a scheme to specifically to support young innovators to turn their idea into proof of concept. Right? Apart from funding, you also get mentoring support, networking support, and once you apply to government schemes, you come under their directory. So the benefit of applying in those schemes, that in case PM Modi ji launch some scheme, they will send to their database, and if your name is there, you will also get a mail. So please do not be shy in applying to government scheme program. Always apply, right? Startup India sector specific. Most important. You all have Aadhaar card, right? Aadhaar you have. Like startup also has Aadhaar. Get your startup registered. Think some name. LLP, Limited Liability Partnership, or private limited company you form within 1 year, within 6 months it can be formed. And get your startup registered with Startup India. The reason why, once you get this startup registration number, SIDBI will give you business loan at 4%. IDBI will give you loan. They will ask whether you are registered with Startup India. So whenever you have some idea, try to create limited liability partnership. Your mother or your father can be a partner or some relative, and then you register in this. Benefit: there are tax exemption, startup patent application fees, IP protection, right? These all are. So whenever you think of, please try to get this startup registration number as soon as possible. People, when on my mail I get around 20-25 mail per day, sometimes more than that, sometimes less than that. Some ideas people send me. I only reply, have you done a 360-degree review of your idea. What is 360-degree? We think we are the best. This idea is unique. We do not explore market. The problem is that whenever you think of some idea, try to Google, try to search something. Please get the intellectual property registered. It is only a 30-35,000 rupees cost. Entire world will have to chase you if they have to copy your formula. All LG, Samsung, all product company, they do intellectual property. That is your particular formula registration. And the fees used to be 2 lakh. With the efforts of our honorable PM and the team, it has now come to 30-40,000. Market, competition, commercialization, many proposed activities. It's a quick look. So whenever you go to some relative place and say, what are you doing, sir? I'm doing a startup. You should be ready with these answers, right? Now I will be focusing on, because this session is basically planned for VC and angel investors, so I will be covering some part 2-3 slides only. So any funding of startup is divided into 3 parts: pre-seed funding, debt and equity, right? Pre-seed funding is required for market research, product development. You need not to worry because this is funding available with the government. Government gives you Prayas scheme, you can use. Family funds, if you are able to get that, you can always use family and own funds. Debt, bank, avoid debt as much as you can, right? Friends and family and equity. In equity, we have angel investors, venture capitalists and strategic investors. All 3 are Shark Tanks. Equity, they were asking equity 5%, equity 50 lakhs, they used to say. So before going to debt and equity, before going to that, I am going to use a concept called bootstrapping. Right? Very important. Bootstrapping. People actually don't know what is bootstrapping. This is the bootstrapping. Running a company using your own personal finance and operating revenue. Whatever revenue you get, you reinvest that. Right? This form of financing allows more control because if you dilute equity, everything you have to do, you have to take their permission. Now this allows you to more control. This is bootstrapping. Advantage, easy to obtain, avoid venture capital dilution, imposes discipline. Bootstrapping is very important here. Now I am coming on debt. Debt you always avoid, but it's a thing which it's a loan of fixed sum or specific period, as we all know. Advantage is whosoever give you debt, they don't have any right to interfere in your own decision. Debt is a debt, you are paying interest. It's a for a particular period you are bound to pay. After that you are free. And it can be used debt. Though debt, whosoever give you debt, they will ask for what you will be using, but they will not able to interfere as much as equity people, right? And then fixed rate of interest. The disadvantage, you have to compulsory, you have to repayment interest, you have to repay, and sometimes you have to loan against property and all things. So debt avoid as much as you can. Now I will be talking on equity. The 3 sources of equity funding. I will spend some time on this slide because it is actually a slide of this day, and 2 slides more. When you apply, when your product is ready, right? Your product is ready, you have developed a prototype, you have given to Lamba sir. Lamba sir is a fantastic product, please go ahead. What to do next? In that case, your product is ready, accepted, IP you have applied, you have got, Prayas you have got. Now it is a time to expand the market. So either you have to call angel investors, you have to call VC, or you have to call strategic investors. What is the angel investors? Angel investors give you fund which are at the initial stage. You are expanding the market. You have tested the product on 10 customers. Now you have to sell to 100 customers. Angel investor, right? High return, they want a quick return, valuation, the deal and the liquidity is higher. VC. VC comes when you are established startup, right? They actually professional investors. They are not going by emotions. They are actually professional investors, and they actually want you to. They actually want you to generate more revenue, right? It's a big investment. Angel investment can be of 50 lakh, 1 crore. VC can be 1 to 5 crore, 10 crores. And then strategic investor like high net worth individuals, whosoever they want equity. So this, this the companies like you are communicating with IDBA or some company who can be a strategic investor. These all terminology are available on Google. Only thing you need to explore that. So angel, VC, strategic angel for a starting phase, VC for a expansion phase, and strategic investor after expansion. So these are the three important equity form of funding. Other sources of funding, crowdfunding. You gather funding from all the sources, your friends, family, a group of people, a group of friends. Government grants and loan, always use government grants. Please take advantage. What is the difference between grant and loan? Can anyone tell? Anyone? Any guesses? Yes?
Sir, it does not give any interest and or equity to the investors or any government.
Grant we don't give interest, okay?
And equity.
Okay, anyone else? Thank you. Anyone else? Grant you need not to give back. Grant is a grant, it's a donation. Grant always given by the government. No private people give you grant, only government give grant. Loan, as he rightly said, you need to give the interest, with the interest, return back. Tax, what are tax credit? Tax credit, tax holiday, anyone? Tax holiday, yeah please.
Sir, in tax credits we get minimum like if we are into EV nowadays.
You are?
Like if we are at EV.
Okay.
So that then we get tax credits. Like something like there's a 10 lakh rupees for making a car. So like government can give us like 10% subsidies, something like that.
Maybe what's your name?
Take good, sir. Take good, sir.
Please give him a big hand. Please. Thank you. Good. Tax benefit, tax credit, foundation service contract. Why we are, why I have been called? Because I want to open up your mind that yes, support is available for you. Only thing you need to utilize that. This is the second last slide, and after that, last slide. I think no, there are 4 slides. Whatever I am going to discuss now, whatever I have discussed till now, very important. But whatever I am going to discuss now is most important. Why? I will be sharing 12 points which you should always keep in mind while accelerating your own startup. If you, and this is also applicable if you join some company also. What are the 12 points you should keep in mind while raising funds, while contacting some investor? You might be a CFO of a company and you are going to meet some investors. What are the 12 key points? Number 1 point, elevator pitch with value proposition. You should always have a benefit, small, one line. What is your product? How does it benefit the user? Elevator pitch, most important. Most of the startups fail because they are not able to tell the benefit of that startup. Second, customer pain. What pain you are going to address with your product, with your service, with your app? Prototype. Always apply for intellectual property rights of that formula, of that app, the product, the service. IP protection. Market interest of potential customer. Whenever you think of some startup, please work whether that particular product has a demand or not. Shark Tank always used to have what is the demand, what is the market size. Market size, right? You can say, sir, this is the market size of 50 crore people will be able to. That is a number. don't use maximum people will use or minimum will use. Always mention, sir, this is a product for 1 crore people of India. Mathematics. Customer key performance in what is changing inconvenience? What is switching inconvenience? Anyone tell? What is switching cost? Switching cost. Any guesses? Yes, gentlemen, what is switching cost?
So if we change our product from, we are using a certain product and we change to other product.
Very what's your name?
Kshitij.
Thank you, Kshitij. Very nice. If you are using a product and you want to change it to B product, is there any switching cost? Any switching inconvenience? Nobody wants inconvenience. Till that time mobile number portability was there, everyone was, I want this number only. Switching inconvenience. Have you worked out on that? Why a customer will change to your product? That is the answer investor need. Competition strength, we always talk about their weakness. We always talk about their strength. What are their strengths actually? Business model? Is it a distribution model? Direct selling? Or wholesaler retailer concept? Or outsourcing to someone? What is the business model? Team. You cannot be omnipresent. You cannot be expert in all. You have to hire a team. Now the question, if you hire a team, you will have to pay salary, which is a fixed cost. Don't hire. Just indulge some consultant on a success fee, retainership fee. Sir, I will give you 5,000 rupees per discussion. Whenever you meet that on an area, 2,000 rupees, 3,000 rupees. Do not hire a team in the initial, otherwise your fixed cost will be a burden for you. But hire some good expert on a contract basis. Growth number, how long you will be negative in case you are negative. Within 3 years you will be break even or not, you need to concentrate. You need to tell investors, sir, I will be profitable in 29 months. Maybe you will take 32, but you should be clear because direction is more important than distance. Right? Market gain. And last is, we always go, so we need 10 lakh rupees, we need 15 lakh, but what is the breakdown? What is the fixed cost? Breakdown of total cost. So these 12 points, if you are able to successfully answer, no investor can deny you any investment. No investor. Right? So common mistakes by startups. These are the most common mistake done by startup. First thing, too much emphasis on idea technology. Some my technology is best, my product are best, some there is no. They ignore the other vital factor. What are the other vital factor? Marketing people, finance, HR, all. It is not applicable to startup, it is applicable to a daily life also. We always talk about our idea technology. But what are the vital factor? Vital factor include marketing, benefit, life cycle of the product, funding. Please concentrate on that. Second, overestimating the market. We always think there is a big demand, but we do not know that 80% of that demand is met by our competitor. Overstating the market is the biggest problem for first time startup. They overstate. So it's called demand as well. When I ask the demand as well, they don't know the answer. Whenever you think of something, write on a piece of paper, do not type. I was reading some article and it was saying that today generation like you, they use laptop. Do not use laptop for all things. Do not use mobile. Just take pen and paper, because it is written in that article that if you use a pen or paper, your veins to mind activates your mind. So when you use your hand now, try to use your hand always. Write something you thought. Do not type it, or I am seeing the people now typing to do. When I reach office, I make to-do list. What is to be done? Earlier I used to make to-do list to WhatsApp to me, send or mail to me, but I stopped. I go, take a pen and write. And when I write, my mind gets activated more. Avoid typing on laptop and system. Please use pen and paper. Otherwise, after 10 years, you will regret. So, whenever you have some plan, write on a piece of paper. Do not think, write. Tear that paper if something is wrong, another write. 10 times you have to write 100 times. Right? Ignoring switching costs, he was correctly saying, switching costs we do not consider, we said, sir, hidden, these are the hidden things that we should always consider. And presuming no competition, or only your idea is unique. We always think, sir, our idea is unique, like too much emphasis on idea. Not thinking of building a team. I can handle finance, I can handle HR, I can, no, you cannot. You are not an expert in all. Everybody has its own limitation. Right? I know it, everything attitude will actually sunk you. Please hire good people on a consulting fee, temporary fee basis and take their services. Patience. People lose patience in startup. So you have a time. I was asking, I was telling that all people, I think great, they have a time. And I have also requested him to conduct a session with an MBA student also, so that we can actually share. Paradox of 6 and 9. What is paradox of 6 and 9? Can anyone tell? What is paradox? Yeah, gentlemen. What is paradox of 6 and 9? Anyone tell? Yes, intelligent boy. Yeah, gentlemen, you are answering well. Any guesses? Please.
Sir, the paradox 6 and 9 depends upon which sector we are in.
Which
sector we are in?
Okay.
So paradox 6 refers to the investing form, like appendix we call it.
At least you try, happy. Very good. At least you try. Anyone else? This paradox of 6 and 9 actually reason of 99% of disturbance in our life and 99% of the conflict. It is not applicable to startup. It is applicable to everyone here in this room and till the time we are alive in this earth. Paradox of 6 and 9. If I will write 6, what you will see? If he is sitting in front of me, we are in a meeting. If I will write 6, what he will see? 9. He is correct or not? At his place. Tell me. He is correct? I am also correct? You just stand up for one. I am writing 6. I will say 6. You will say 9. What's your name? Kshitij. Kshitij, it's 6.
It's 9.
You said no, it's 9.
No, it's 9.
It's Kshitij, I am telling you it's 6.
No, it's 9.
You are not understanding me. You tell you are not understanding me.
No, you are not.
No, you are not understanding me.
No, you are not.
You conflicts. Thank you. That is the reason of our conflict in life. What is the solution here? What is the solution here? Can anyone tell? Solution that both of us has ego in our personal life and professional life, and that gives rise to conflict. What should be done? I should get up, go to his place and say, Kshitij, yeah, it's 9, you're correct. And then take his hand, come. See, it's 6. So whenever you see a situation, you see from your perspective. Try to understand their perspective also. 99% of your conflict in your professional and personal relation will be perfectly fine if we see things from other perspective. So this is paradox of 6 and 9. Never make a perception, an ideology or an impression that he is trying to inform. Maybe that person is in some problem. Maybe that person is facing some issue at personal level. Try to go to that person and understand his problem. That is my lesson. Very, very important lesson for your personal and professional life. Right? I thought of adding 2 slides more because at the tender age of yours, it is important you to learn. I will take just 5 minutes more. Right? Whenever you go join some organization, you are given a responsibility of selling something or pitching something. Talk always about benefits and benefits. and benefit in terms of the customer that you are. So the X benefit may be good for X, one customer may not be good for other customer. Try to customize your benefit. Power dressing, very, very important. When you join your professional organization, be smart. Smart dress, neat, clean, well shaved, everything is clean, very, very important. 90% of the impression comes from your dressing perspective. See problem and opportunity. This one small story. A company, a shoemaking company. Have anyone heard this story? No one wears shoes. Any idea? Okay. A shoemaking company sends a manager to Bhiwadi or any village A, and the company MD tells go there and see if there is any possibility of setting up a factory, shoe factory there. The manager goes, he comes back in 30 days, searching, exploring, market understanding. He comes back in 30 days and says, sir, no need to set up a factory because no one wears shoes. Okay, no problem. After 10 days, the CEO calls another manager, come. Then go there, see we can set up a factory. Same location, same set of people, the another manager goes there. He comes back in 10 days. He said we should immediately set up a factory because no one wears shoes. Same set of statement. One C, the first manager C, opportunity as a problem. And second one C, problem as an opportunity. So whenever you are into some problem, see that as an opportunity to learn. Always important. 4W1H. What is 4W1H? Very important in your professional life. Anything? W of what, when, where, and why. Always in our life we focus on 4W, but we don't focus on how. Always focus on how something to be done. Rest all W will be answered. Please concentrate on how something is done. You don't ask questions, sir, why it is to be done. If your sir is assigning you some work, sir, what is to be done? Sir, why it is to be done? Why on Saturday, sir? Where it is to be done? You, sir, go to sir and say, sir, how it is to be done. Please support your teachers. Right? They are putting the best effort for you. Don't say bad about competitors if someone is provoking you. Do not say anything. Plan of paper, I already communicated, I always plan on paper. Don't underestimate work of anyone. How many of you, when you enter, if the guard says good morning, how many of you say good morning to him? Raise hands. Whenever a person says good morning, whatever level he is, or namaste, just revert with looking into their eyes, namaste and good morning. They will feel good, you will also. Alright? Short term gain, long term loss, what is more important? Yes? Who said long term loss? Somebody whispered. You said? Decide kar lo, who said? Okay, what is important? Yes? Yes, it is. What is important? Short term gain, long term loss? Backside.
The short term gain is important.
Hanji.
Long term loss.
Okay. Yes, gentlemen, you green t-shirt. Yeah, I'm asking you.
The short term gain.
Short term gain, okay. Madam, you tell.
Sir, short term gain.
Short term gain.
Long.
Okay. This gentleman on second, third row. Yeah, on a black. Yeah, you.
Long term loss.
Okay, it is long term loss. You should always. Short term gain will give you some edge, but long term gain will eradicate your success. Long term loss. Don't forget your teachers. Please be in touch. My humble request to you. Be quick to grab opportunity. Do not be so much nakaras Saturday, Sunday. When you start your job, you will have to work on Saturday, Sunday. The corporate world is tough. Yes, it's very tough. You have to adapt to that culture. So this is starting of new venture. Prepare yourself. Create an idea. Great idea. What is PI? Passion, idea and energy is called PI. Passion, idea and energy. PI of the life. Create your business plan and business model, gather either need resources. Segment is very important. Right? So these are the important websites. Please copy paste these websites on your study table and go through. Startup India, Niti Aayog, DSP, Inc42, very important website for startup. And somebody was asking, sir, any books recommend? I prefer these two books. Should be read by everyone. 0 to 1 and Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich, so you should always read. On chapter 6, maybe after 10 pages of that, you will see 30 ways why people are not successful. I guarantee you, 80% of that 24 you are following, or I am following. 80%. First is procrastination. Tomorrow, day after, procrastination. Second, jealousy. Third, thinking about future. So beautiful book, Think and Grow Rich. And it is also available on YouTube. Once you travel, you can also listen on audio, on Hindi and English both. Please go through this. Right? So with this, I convey my thank you to all for wonderful. Any question? Any question? 4W1H? How? Right? No one wears shoes. Please. Whatever I have communicated, it might be 50 minutes I am talking, but please, these are very important aspects of your life. So thank you for the wonderful student. I wish you all the best. Yes, gentlemen.
So what is your suggestion regarding new startups that are coming emerging
In
college level? Like new startups that are emerging in the college level right now.
I told you that you should always, if you have some idea, the startup concept start with the idea. First of all, you write an idea on a piece of paper, right? Search it, whether that idea exists or not in the entire world. If it is already, then you try to improvise it, you innovate it. Innovate in product development, and then you try to apply to Prayas scheme. Prayas is a scheme of DST which give you money to test your idea. It's a grant, government is not going to ask the money back. Then after that, develop a prototype, show your prototype to your relatives, try it, test it. If it is successful, then you try to get angel investors.
And so what is as you are an entrepreneur, as you said, but also what is your opinion regarding AI coming through right now and disrupting the market?
AI, artificial intelligence.
Like there are different AIs that are helping us entrepreneurs to do things that are like it is difficult, like creating apps, SaaS.
See, challenges are always there. That is what creativity is all about. That is creativity is all about. Right? The challenging will keep on coming. AI will also disturb the market in some big way, but AI cannot surpass human mind. It is being created by human. We have given a great gift called brain by God. Use that. AI can create a challenge, but not a hurdle. Challenges will always. If AI is not there, somebody else can come. Challenge keeps on coming. Right? Anything else? Thank you. Any question? Any question from anyone? Okay. I am standing between you and lunch. I will not take more time. So thank you very much once again. Thank you.
We have gained great knowledge on angel and venture investment for startups. I would request Dr. Jatul Rama sir to present the memento to Mr. Vishal Khanna.